some of the brightest and most dedicated members of this House, including the young guns and others who have dedicated their time, energy, and
brightest. Kung yung mga nasa Quad Committee na, yung ating mga brightest dyan sa House of Representatives, we're doomed.
And conviction to this cause. The Quad Committee represents not just...
Yung hindi pumalakpak, walang AIDS. Grabe naman ho yung banat na yan itong si Speaker. Talaga namang pagbukas pa lang, pag-resume pa lang ng 19th Congress, talagang ratsyada na ho siya kagad. Mamaya ho, bigyan ho natin ng reaksyon yung mga banat na yan. Itong si Speaker Martin Tambalusur Sumualdez. Napakarami ho natin pag-uusapan dito sa video na to. Pero bago yan, isang like at isang subscribe. Masaya na ho tayo dyan. At sa mga gusto sumali sa ating community, i-click nyo lang ho yung join button para kayo ho ang pinakaunang makakita pagka meron ho tayong bagong upload. Ayun na nga mga kababayan, unahin na ho muna natin. DOJ Lookout Bulletin versus 7 OVP officials. Naku! Dahil wala hong tingnan nyo ang kalokohan nitong Committee on Good Government na to. Dahil wala ho silang maikaso kay Vice President Sara Duterte, ginigipit ho nila yung mga tauhan nitong si VP Sara. Kung meron ho talagang linabag, ano yung lookout bulletin na yan? Irekta nyo na. Di ba? Kasuhan nyo na kung kakasuhan nyo. Ang problema, dami pa hong cheche-pureche. Alam ho kasi nila, wala ho silang maikakaso kay VP Sara. Hindi ho nila pwedeng habulin itong ale. Dahil ang mismong COA na ang nagsabi, malinis ang paggasta. Di ba? Walang issue yung sa paggasta ng OVP. Siyempre, itong si Chuwawa, hindi ho niya matanggap yun. Hindi ho matanggap ni Joel Chuwawa yung findings ng COA na walang na-violate ang OVP at ang Department of Education nung secretary pa itong si VP Sara, di ba? Kaya ngayon, ang ginigipit ho nila ang mga tauhan nitong si Vice President Sara Duterte. At ito ho, matindi. Nakita lang ho natin, shoutout dito kay Real Talker, no? Itong si Mr. Real Talker. Pakinggan nyo ho mga punto de vista niya. Dito, sa ambush interview na to ni Marcos Jr. Pati ho tayo gulat dyan sa banat na yan. Ito si Bangat.
Wala akong problem. But also they have to realize there's two sides to this.
Naku.
Sinasabi yung flood control, talagang na-overwhelm ang flood control natin. May flood control tayo, hindi kaya.
Naku, anak ng toka. Flood control nga! Hindi daw kaya. Kung ganun pala, wag na tayo mag-flood control. Kung yan din pala dahilan natin. Di ba nga kaya natin ginagawa yung mga flood control na yan? Ina-anticipate na natin yung worst case sina. Naknan to. Kaya, kalma lang. Di ba? Kaya nga, nagpa-flood control tayo dahil anticipated na natin, ina-anticipate natin na lalakas ang ulan. Ngayon, sinasabi mo sa amin, hindi kaya ng flood control. Magpa-test ka nga.
Hindi talaga kaya dahil sa buong kasaysayan ng Pilipinas, wala pang ganito. Ngayon lang natin nakakarapin ito.
Wow! Sa buong kasaysayan ng Pilipinas. Kumusta naman ho Yolanda? Kumusta naman ho yung Undoy? Sa buong kasaysayan daw. First time in history, anak ng tao. Ibang klase talaga. Ano ho siya yung tipong di ho natin mawari kung ano tumatakbo sa kaisipan. Pero yung normal na tao, hindi ho ganyan mag-isip. Roy.
OMG, Mr. President. Mr. President, hindi pa super typhoon yung nangyaring bagyo.
Hindi pa.
Bagyo yun, Mr. President, at hindi yun bago sa atin, Mr. President. Marami na pong bagyong dumaan, Mr. President. Mr. President, huwag ka na lang magsalita, Mr. President. Diyos ko. Dinidefend pa niya ang flood control. Instead, hanapin mo at i-check mo gaano katibay ang flood control na pinagmayabang mo sa SONA. Ang ginawa mo tuloy, Mr. President, dinipensahan mo pa. At sinabihan mo pang na-overwhelm lang ang flood control.
Anak na to. Wala tayo kumbaga tapos na ho tayo dito sa ano na to, dito sa mama na to. Kumbaga wala na, sagad na ho eh. Kahit na ano ho kasing palusot ang gawin nila dito sa flood control na to, itong issue na to hindi ho nila hindi ho nila mapapatigil to, no. Dire-diretso ho ang ating mga kababayan sa pagtatanong. Kasi gusto ho nilang kalimutan nyo na yung flood control na yan. Wala naman talagang ganyan, di ba? Wala naman talagang flood control. Diba? Hindi talaga gumana. Merong flood control kaso hindi gumana. Yun ang gusto nilang ipakita kasi masakit ho yun. Iniinda nila pagka sinasabi yung 5,500 flood control. Hinahanap ho ng ating mga kababayan. Pagka meron ng bagyo, unang pumapasok sa kaisipan ng ating mga kababayan yung 5,500 flood control. Yun ang problema dito ng administrasyon itong si Marcos Jr. Anyway, kahit naman anong gawin nila, talagang kita nyo naman ho, talagang napakawik ho ng leader na to. Kaya hindi na ho tayo umaasa sa mga susunod na kalamidad na dadaan sa ating bansa na magkakaroon tayo ng talagang tayo na kung saan mababawasan o talagang mapaghahandaan na maigi. Kasi daanan ho talaga tayo ng bagyo. Kahit anong gawin natin, dadaan yung mga bagyo sa atin. Diba? Wala tayong magagawa ganun ho talaga Pero ang atin lang naman ho dito, dapat man lang sana yung mga kababayan natin na talagang direktang maaapektuhan yan, malayo pa lang, mapaghandaan na ng maigi. Tuloy ho natin, dito na ho tayo kay Senator Bato de la Rosa, PNP, wala raw pondo para sa reward system bago ho natin panoorin yung mga banat ni Tambaluslo sa pagpapatuloy ng 19th Congress. Panoorin ho muna natin ang interview na to ni si Senator Bato de la Rosa.
Kinukonsensya ko sila. Na huwag isipin ninyo na pwedeng magiging biktima nito mga drug personalities, itong mga addict na ito, ang mga anak ninyo. Kaya dapat motivated kayo magtrabaho. Not only for the community that you live, kundi para rin sa pamilya ninyo. Kasi pwedeng maging biktima ang pamilya ninyo dito. Kaya magtrabaho kayo. Mandato natin ito na magtrabaho. Wala akong pera na pangbigay sa kanila as reward. Walang pundo ang PNP para dyan. Walang pundo ang PNP. At kung meron mang pundo,
di ba pinatutuhanan na rin ni Jovi Espinido? Sinasabi niya, di nga ako binibigyan yan Pamasahe nga nitong si Bato, di ako binibigyan Wala ako talagang pondo. Hindi ko natin malaman kasi gusto nilang connect-connecta yan Yang pogo na yan, dyan galing yung pera. Ano tawag dito? Yang pogo na yan, dyan nila ginagawa yung mga illegal ng administrasyon. Gusto nilang pag-connect-connectahin. Ngayon, kaso, hindi ho sila binaback-upan ng ebidensya o wala ho silang ebidensyang na ibibigay sa ating mga kababayan na nakikinig at sinusundan itong mga issue na to. Yun ang ating problema dito.
bakit ko kayo bibigyan ng reward na trabaho man ninyo yan?
Okay. Senator, mukhang mahaba yung usapin tungkol po dun sa command circular po nung PNP CMC 16-2016. At ang haba ng usapin, Senator, tungkol to sa terminong ginamit, yung neutralize at negate, na ayon po sa inyo at saka sa kapulisan, pag sinabing neutralize at negate, hindi naman sinasabi na patayin. So yun po, that's what we gathered, But apparently may mga pulis na parang hindi yata naintindihan na in fact, sino yung mga pulis din na nagsabi na pag sinabing neutralize, ibig sabihin kill. So by end of 2017, sa year-end report ng 2017, and this is from a Supreme Court ruling, Senator Bato, 20,322 na po yung patay. So yung neutralization, naintindihan as patayin. Nagkaroon po ba ng paglilinaw mula sa liderato po ng PNP tungkol po sa terminong ginamit na neutralize and negate? Sa dami po ng pinatay na nasa 20,322 by end of 2017, Senator?
Hindi naman kailangan i-explain pa yan sa kanila one by one, yung neutralization na terminal. Matagal naman yung ginagamit ng PNP. In fact, nung PC pa kami, PCINP, nandiyan yan neutralization. At ang meaning nga ng neutralization is to render the suspect ineffective of committing further crimes. Ang gawin mo dyan, operitan mo siya at hulihin mo. Or kung gusto
Pagka neutralize, para hindi na makagawa ng krimen, bigyan ng isa. Ako, ganun, pagkakaintindi ko, bahala na ka dyan, pero ako, approve sa akin yun, di ba? Nagbebenta ng ipinagbabawal na pulburon, hawak-hawak niya, meron siyang armas. Ngayon, para hindi na siya makagawa ng ibang mga krimen pa, bigyan na ng isa yan.
Gusto mag-surrender siya. Ikulong mo, kasuhan mo, at kung lumaban, at delikado ang buhay mo, so magkakaroon ng ng barilan, posibleng ikaw nga pulis mamatay or yung suspect ang mamamatay. So kasama niyan lahat
Tumba na
yan.
yan.
Paghuli, pag-surrender,
Itumba na yan.
pag-file ng kaso, pagkulong, kung may mangyaring enkwentro, may mamamatay talaga. So yun po ang ibig sabihin ng neutralization, hindi yung puro patayan na lang. Kasi ang gusto kasi ng mga critics sa war on drugs na ang term na neutralization is defined solely doon sa killing, patayan ng patayan. Eh bakit, kung yun pala ang intention ko, na patayan ng patayan, bakit hindi ko na lang nilagay doon sa
Memo.
Sa circular.
Na kill. To kill. Para klaro. To kill. Kung yun ang intention na pumatay. O, ganito ba ako kabubo? Ganito ba ako katanga na CPNP na gagawa ako ng dokumento, memorandum circular that will incriminate myself kung ang intention ko pala sa term na neutralization is patay. Bakit ko ba gagawa ng dokumento na maging
Hindi naman ganun kahinaya si Senator Bato de la Rosa, no? Talagang ang pakay lang ho talaga nitong mga tambalusulus na to siraan itong ang nagdang administrasyon. Pero yung ano ho nila, yung style nila, ika nga bulok yung style nitong mga tambalusulus diyan sa House of Representatives. Ito na ho, panoorin na ho natin ang mga punto de vista nitong si Tambalusulus sa pagpapatuloy ng 19th Congress diyan sa House of Representatives. Panoorin ho natin 'to mga kababayan. Ito ho, pakinggan natin
Session resumed.
itong si Tamba.
Majority Leader.
Our esteemed colleagues, the Honorable Speaker, Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez, will address the body.
Palakpakan sila, oh. Grabe naman yan.
Thank you. Please.
Ang tanong ho natin dito, ano ho ba ang dahilan ng pagpalakpak nitong mga krokodile na to? Ayun si Saldi ko, pasimple-simple lang siya dun sa Gedli. Ayun ho, ito si Saldi ko. Ayun ho, Saldi ko, pasimple-simple siya. Kasi na ano siya ngayon na on the spot ho siya, ika nga, no? Mainit ho siya. Mainit ho ang mata ng ating mga kababayan dyan sa mama na yan. Tuloy ho natin.
Take your seats. Welcome back. Esteemed Deputy Speakers, Honorable Majority Leader, Minority Leader, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and welcome to the resumption of our regular session. I am pleased to see all of you back here in the halls of Congress, united and ready to serve our nation with renewed purpose and unbreakable resolve. First and foremost, in accordance with Proclamation number 728 issued by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., declaring November 4th, 2024, as a day of national mourning, we come together as a nation to honor the more than 100 lives lost in the wake of severe Storm Christine. We mourn with their families, loved ones, and communities who bear the weight of this tragic loss. And we share in this moment of profound grief. Let us find the strength in our unity and offer comfort and support to those who have lost so much. May our heartfelt prayers and unwavering solidarity serve as a source of hope and healing in this time of immense sorrow. I extend my heartfelt gratitude and congratulations to each and every one of you in the face of Typhoon Christine, a calamity that swept through communities, destroyed homes, and disrupted lives. Many of you did not hesitate to set aside what should have been a period of rest. You mobilized, responded, and reached out to those in need, showing our countrymen what it truly means to serve. Our recent break, intended for restoration and recuperation, became a period of relentless work. Despite the demands and sacrifices it entailed, you showed unwavering dedication. You prioritized the welfare of our people, balancing legislative responsibilities with relief efforts that spanned our nation. I commend each of you for this selfless commitment to our mission and to the people we serve. You are a credit to this institution, and I am immensely proud to stand with you today.
Palakpakan sila, oh.
Maraming salamat sa maagap ninyong pagkilos. Saludo po ako sa malasakit na ipinakita ninyo sa ating mga kababayan. As we reconvene for another legislative cycle of lawmaking, a task we have committed to undertake with urgency and passion, we are once again expected to provide effective solutions to the most challenging and complex problems facing our nation. Given this immense responsibility, we must embody analytical thinking, practical sensibility, and fervent enthusiasm to carry out our roles as lawmakers. Our track record speaks for itself, and with confidence I can say that the 19th Congress has consistently delivered successful results and exceeded expectations. As we approach the end of this remarkable term, we have demonstrated to the nation that no goals are not achievable and no aspirations are unattainable as long as we work cohesively and stand united. While Congress was in recess, President Marcos Jr. signed several laws identified as top priority measures by the Legislative Executive Development Advisory Council, the LEDAC. With the passage of RA number 12022, or the Anti-Agriculture Economic Sabotage Act, we are taking significant steps to protect our farmers from...
Masaya na naman ho itong yung mga tao na yan dyan sa House of Representatives kasi pagka nag-resume na ang yung session, resume na rin ho ang mga committee hearing. Sabagay, no, yung Putuwad Committee at yung Committee on Good Government, talagang dire-diretso lang ho. Sa balita ho natin, napakalaki daw ng pondo ng mga committee na yan pagka nag-hearing sila.
Unscrupulous traders who exploit agricultural smuggling, profiteering, and hoarding. This new law will make food more affordable and accessible and provide better income for local farmers. Republic Act 12028, the Academic Recovery and Accessible Learning Adult Program Act, focuses on enhancing students' competencies in essential learning areas to ensure the quality of their education. We also welcome the signing of RA 12024, the Self-Reliant Defense Posture Revitalization Act, which aims to strengthen the country's defense sector by boosting domestic production of defense equipment. This law will address short, medium, and long-term needs for the defense equipment in the country. To ensure fair tax compliance, the passage of RA 12023, the Value-Added Tax on Digital Services Law, establishes a level playing field for both local businesses and international digital service providers in the digital economy. As we diligently work towards the conclusion of the 19th Congress, the House of Representatives has been instrumental in the enactment of 24 laws identified as priority measures under the LEDAC's Common Legislative Agenda for the 19th Congress. For the 28 House Representative priority measures targeted for passage by the end of the 19th Congress, only 2 remain pending with the committee amendments to the Agrarian Reform Law and the Foreign Investors Long-Term Lease Act. 26 measures have either been enacted into law or approved on third reading. As of October 31, 2024, 61 national laws and 62 local laws were enacted. 19 measures await the President's action, 5 conference committee reports were ratified, and 765 House bills, both national and local, were approved on third reading and are now pending Senate action. Our legislative agenda in the coming days will build upon the targets identified during our last session. We await the signing by the President of LEDAC priority bills for the 19th Congress, including the Create More Act, Philippine Maritime Zones Act, Enterprise-Based Education and Training, the Inabot Act, and the Philippine Archipelagic Sea Lanes Act. As the head of the Philippine delegation to the recent 149th Interparliamentary Union Assembly in Geneva, Switzerland, from October 12 to 18, 2024, we highlighted the crucial role of science, technology, and innovation in achieving sustainable development goals and fostering future peace. These are the primary drivers of transformation toward a prosperous, inclusive, and environmentally sustainable economy. The world is undergoing a digital revolution, and to maximize its benefits while mitigating its challenges, we must equip our nation with a comprehensive legislative arsenal. During the Association of the Southeast Asian Nations ASEAN Business Investment Summit held in Vientiane, Lao People's Democratic Republic, from October 6 to the 11th, 2024, we fully supported President Marcos Jr.'s assertion that the Philippines is an optimal investment destination. We commend President Marcos Jr. and his administration for their approach to reducing poverty and addressing food insecurity, leading to a notable reduction in self-rated hunger. The government reforms and programs are now yielding positive results. According to the August 28 to September 2, 2024 Tugon ng Masa survey published by Okta Research, self-rated poverty dropped by 5 percentage points, with an estimated 1.4 million Filipinos now considering themselves not poor. Self-rated.
Okay lang ho sana kung magbibigay kayo ng ganyang mga klaseng mga ganyang klaseng statement, binaback up yung mga kababayan nating makakarinig diyan sa mga litanya nyo, talagang yung 5% na yun, masasabi nila sa sarili nila. Tama yung sinasabi niyan. Kaso ang problema ho, imbis na mabawasan yung mga kababayan natin nakakaramdam ng gutom o pakiramdam nila sa sarili nila mahirap sila. Sa paglipas ho ng mga linggo't mga buwan, lalo pa hong tumataas yung ating mga kababayan. Naramdam nila ngayong mga panahon na to na naghihirap po sila sa pamumuno nitong administrasyon ni Marcos.
Hunger also declined from 16% to 11%, meaning approximately 1.4 million families no longer experience hunger.
Ayun si Gloria, palapalakpak. Alam mo nila, yung iba na nagbabasa-basa lang alam mo nila, puro kalokohan ang sasabihin ni Tambalus-lus yan.
It is also noteworthy that while we have achieved stability and maintained peace and order without compromising due process or the fundamental human rights of any Filipino, there has been a significant reduction in crime across various categories. According to the Philippine National Police, from July 2022 to July 2024, there was a 61.87% decline in index crimes compared to the same period from 2016 to 2018, with 83,059 incidents recorded against 217,830 in the earlier period. The PNP also seized illegal drugs worth 35.6 billion pesos and arrested 122,309 individuals involved in drug-related offenses. Sustaining our economic recovery requires collaboration between the private sector, government, and academia. We must ensure that the Marcos administration's vision of a more equitable and prosperous Philippines becomes a reality. Through consistent efforts, we can further reduce poverty and provide more opportunities for our people to thrive. On the last day of our session in September, the House adopted House Resolution 2036, allowing 5 committees to conduct a joint inquiry and propose legislation to counteract massive smuggling and price manipulation of essential goods. This Quinta committee, comprising the committees of Ways and Means, Trade and Industry, Agriculture and Food, Social Services, the Special Committee on Food Security, aims to mitigate hunger and ensure food security. Despite our efforts, many Filipinos still face food insecurity. And according to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, the Philippines ranks first in food insecurity in Southeast Asia, with around 51 million Filipinos experiencing moderate to severe food insecurity. This highlights the urgent need for comprehensive action. This year, our nation has endured impacts of both El Nino and extensive flooding, causing severe damage to the agricultural sector and affecting countless livelihoods. In response and under the President's directive, the 2025 national government budget will prioritize a strategic shift from traditional flood control to comprehensive water management initiatives, including water impounding systems to harvest rainwater, mitigate flooding, and ensure water availability during the dry season. These projects aim to create a more resilient and sustainable future for our communities. Additionally, in empathy with the plight of our less privileged countrymen, we introduced amendments to the 2025 General Appropriations Bill, earmarking 293.23 billion to enhance social services, strengthen social safety nets, and ensure food security. This is in addition to the 591.8 billion allocated by the Department of Budget and Management for cash assistance to indigent families. The enhanced budget will support programs such as assistance to individuals in crisis situations, AIX, the Ayuda sa Kapos ang Kita Program, AKAP, the Sustainable Livelihood Program, Tulong Panghanapbuhay sa ating mga disadvantaged displaced workers, TUPAD, the Government Internship Program, Tertiary Education Subsidy, and Tulong Dunong Programs, among others.
Ayuda, palakpakan sila sa ayuda. Yan ang gusto ng mga aso ni Tambalusos pagka pinag-uusapan yung mga AIX, yung mga tupad, yan ang gusto nila.
To address the continuing issue of safe and accessible shelters during calamities, the House of Representatives filed and deliberated on House Bill number 7354. Subsequently, in September, we adopted Senate Bill number 2451, or the Ligtas Pinoy Centers Act, as an amendment to the House bill, and we await the enrolled copy from the Senate for signing. This legislative measure is essential for protecting communities during disasters by establishing and maintaining safe, fully equipped, and permanent evacuation centers in every city and municipality. In continued support of the Marcos administration's initiatives, the House of Representatives has adeptly navigated its way towards fulfilling its goals. Beyond crafting laws and in our quest to provide effective legislation, we established the House Quad Committee to conduct joint public hearings on critical issues, including extrajudicial killings, illegal drugs, Philippine offshore gaming operators, POGOs, alleged irregularities in the procurement processes, and unlawful contracts, as well as the illegal tactics employed by foreign nationals in our country. I would like to highlight the monumental work of the Quad Committee, a collective effort led by some of the brightest and most dedicated members of this House, including the young guns and others who have dedicated their time, energy, and
Brightest. Kung yung mga nasa Quad Committee na, yung ating mga brightest dyan sa House of Representatives, we're doomed. Wala na, yari na tayo. Brightest na ho pala yung mga nandun sa sa Quad Committee. Yung mga sintu-sintu mga nandun
and conviction to this cause. The Quad Committee represents not just
yung hindi pumalakpak, walang AIDS.
a legislative effort, but embodies our shared commitment to truth, justice, and accountability through their outstanding ability to elicit truth from even the most reticent witnesses and sources. Combined with significant information gathered from confidential channels, the Quad Committee members have demonstrated the burning resolve to identify and remedy deficiencies in our laws. The Quad Committee's hearings have heightened public awareness, fostering a deepened commitment to transparency and accountability. We welcome the recent submission of pertinent documents and a partial report to the Office of the Solicitor General to investigate Chinese nationals who have fraudulently obtained Philippine citizenship to illegally acquire land and operate businesses in the Philippines. The report recommends the initiating of civil forfeiture proceedings against these individuals. In response to the Quad Committee's findings on extrajudicial killings allegedly committed by the state authorities during the previous administration's war on drugs and the involvement of illegal POGO operations in human trafficking and money laundering, our Quad Committee leaders have filed House Bill number 10986, or the Anti-Extrajudicial Killing Act, and House Bill 10987, or the Anti-Offshore Gaming Operations Act. The Anti-Extrajudicial Killing Act explicitly classifies extrajudicial killing as a heinous crime, ensuring that anyone, regardless of rank or position, found guilty of such acts faces appropriate criminal penalties. The Anti-Offshore Gaming Operations Act, on the other hand, aims for a total ban on all forms of offshore gaming operations in the country with penalties for violations. These legislative measures address long-standing issues that have been condoned or even encouraged by certain individuals, and they will lead to legal actions against those involved. But let us not be naive to the reality we face. Those who seek to hide the truth will always resist, and our efforts are not immune to attack. The Quad Committee and our young guns have become the target of those who prefer the shadows over the light.
Naku, yan ang sinasabi natin dyan Ang problema kasi, yung mga tauhan mo, Brad, pagsabihan mo. Yun daw kumukontra dyan sa Quad Committee na yan, ayaw ho sa kaliwanagan, bagkos gusto ho nila sa kadiliman. Yung mga bataan mo nga, kinakausap nila yung mga resource person sa mga lihim na kwarto. Ang sinasabi lang naman natin dito, tambaluslos, wag na natin pahabain yung mga shenanigans nyo dyan sa Quad Committee. Kung meron kayong kaso kay Tatay Digong, isampa nyo na. Pero lang naman kasimple yun pinapahaba-haba nyo pa. Ang dami nyo pa mga cheche-buretseng kung ano-anong mga iniimbita-imbitahan nyo. Nayayari tuloy ang si Dan Fernandez. Mamaya mga kababayan, nagbulahan itong si Dan Fernandez at itong si Trasabante. Diyan sa pagbubukas ng ng pagre-resume ng 19th Congress. Mamaya panoorin natin.
They attempt to undermine our work, casting aspersions and spreading false narratives discredit our pursuit of accountability. Yet,
Teka, walang nagdi-discredit, walang nag-undermine sa pinagagawa nyo dyan. Ang problema, yung mga mismong tauhan mo, linalagay nila sa bingit ng alanganin yung Quad Committee. Okay na sana Ang ganda na ng entrada kahit na alam nating puro kasinungalingan. Talagang napagtugma-tugma nyo yung mga sinabi. Nga. Ito tanong ko lang naman di ba? Tanong lang naman ho natin to. Ito bang si Antonio Trillanes, di ho ba nagpupunta sa opisina nyo? Baka pati sa opisina nitong si Speaker, talaga tumatambay yung si Antonio Trillanes kasi yung naratibo nila sa ICC, biglang pumasok diyan sa Quad Committee
as
na
we
yan.
stand here today, we reaffirm our commitment to this duty. We are here to do the work without fear or favor, on a mission to uncover the truth. No matter how uncomfortable it may be for some, we understand that this journey will not be easy, and that standing for what is right often means standing against the tide. But history has shown us time and again that no force can stand against the truth for long. Evil may cloak itself in...
Kaya nga tayo naniniwala doon, no? Walang puwersa na makakapigil sa katotohanan. Kaya yung ginagawa ho nila dyan sa Tuwad Committee, kahit anong kasinungalingan na ibinabato nila dito kay dating Pangulo Rodrigo Duterte, mantakin nyo yun, mismo Supreme Court na ho ang nagsabi, na walang hindi ho yan, wala hong wala hong patutunguhan yung mga kasinungalingan na yan, nila na yan at tinatay dyan sa Tuwad Committee.
Power, influence, and wealth, but in the end, it is goodness that triumphs. Truth, though sometimes slow to reveal itself, will always, without fail, prevail.
Palakpakan ulit sila, oh. Pag ganun pa to, sis mo, akala mo talaga to. Baka hindi mo man naiintindihan yung sinasabi na yung tambaluslos, eh. Ano ka lang to, ha? Yung ayun, no, isa pa tong itong si Master Pogi, isa pa tong mama na to. Yung mga alam ho natin yung mga individual na talagang busog na busog dito sa pamumuno na to ni Martin Tambaluslos. Sila ho yung mga talagang ang lakas kung pumalakpak. Naku. Ano? Naku, nagtatagumpay na kami. Kakampi pa namin yung Supreme Court. Si Colonel Grijaldo. Pati hindi nyo ba alam, ang pangalan nito, si Garma, kakampi namin yan. Talagang kasama sa script yan para once and for all matapos na yung EJK na yan. Yung si Garma, kasama ho sa plano namin yan. Kinakausap namin si Garma, sige, hayaan mo sila. Pero pagdating ng takdang panahon, ilaglag mo na sabay-sabay yung mga tambalustos na yan.
In this house of the people, we are on the right side of history. And make no mistake, no matter the challenges, no matter the opposition, we will stand our ground.
Tuloy yun. You've got nothing to lose, my friend. Kaya ang lakas mong mag-coops dyan, wala namang mawawala sa'yo. Yun, real talk, ha? Wala ka sa survey, walang may pakialam sa'yo, walang may gusto sa'yo. Kaya kahit anong kababuyan ng mga paggawin mo dyan sa House of Representatives, wala kang pakialam. Kasi wala kang bilang, walang yaka. Sinusubo mo ang buong House of Representatives, yung buong yung buong institution na yan, dahil wala ka namang pakialam. Kasi wala ka namang bilang, wala ka namang integridad na pinoprotektahan. Kumbaga, kung ano lang gustong mangyari ng pinsan mong bangag, naku po, inumpisahan mo na naman ako, lang yakang tambalusos ka. Tuloy natin.
We will not yield to intimidation or pressure. We will not be swayed by the attacks hurled against us. Instead, we will press on with even greater resolve, knowing that people are behind us, that history will remember our courage, and that our efforts are guided by the principles of justice and integrity. Dahil unti-unti na natin nakikita ang liwanag at katotohanan, asahan natin na lalo pang titindi ang pag-atake sa ating institusyon, subalit hindi tayo matitinag. Hindi tayo papayag na muling bumalik ang panahon ng kadiliman at kasamaan.
Ano to? Ito ho pala ang kaliwanagan, ito ho pala ang liwanag sa kanila ngayong mga panahon na to. Ang definition ho ng liwanag dito sa tambaluslos na to, laganap ang illegal na droga, kriminalidad, korupsyon at talagang napakatindihong kahirapan ng ating mga kababayan. Ang definition ho ng kaliwanagan dito sa mga walang yang tambaluslos na to, yun hong nabanggit natin.
To those who may question our motives, I say this. We are here for the people, we are here for the truth, and for the enduring ideals of this republic. Our work transcends personal ambition. It is about laying the foundation for a nation that is free, just, and governed by the rule of law. We are building a legacy that our children and grandchildren can look back on with pride. This fight for truth is not for the faint-hearted. It demands courage, perseverance, and unity. We must remember that the road to justice is often fraught with trials. The forces of darkness will not relent easily. They will use every means at their disposal to obscure the truth, sow doubt, and weaken our resolve. But as long as we hold fast to our principles and remain united in this purpose, we will prevail. As we resume our session, let us move forward with the spirit of resilience and dedication that has defined this House, especially during our recent response to the typhoon. Let us advance with a sense of duty, a commitment to service and dedication. The people who have entrusted us with their hopes and aspirations. Today, as we stand on the right side of history, not just as witnesses, but as architects of change, the people are watching. History is watching. Let us not falter, for we hold the power to shape the destiny of our nation. Ladies and gentlemen of this chamber, we recognize that the House of Representatives cannot address every national issue alone. The Filipino people understand this as well. Nonetheless, as your humble steward, I urge each of you to make the most of our limited time before the 19th Congress adjourns and pass the most critical and urgent legislation. We were given this opportunity to serve the people with purpose, to uphold the principles of democracy, promote sustainable development, and as I emphasized in my closing statement last September, to build the Philippines where every citizen can live with dignity, opportunity, and hope. Esteemed colleagues, I call on you to cherish these remaining months of the 19th Congress, and together, let us bring it to a triumphant close. Tamang salamat, and may we move forward with courage, dignity, and unwavering faith in the triumph of truth above all. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Ayun na nga mga kababayan, dito na ho natatapusin ang pagsasalitahan na to ni Tamba. Maraming salamat ho, mag-ingat ho kayong lahat, mahalin natin ang Pilipinas.